My daddy hates robots.
Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast, and let's talk Transformers. Today I want to talk to you a bit about TFcon. This is coming up at the end of July, as you can see there, the 26th to the 28th. This is the, I believe it's the 11th year of TFcon, and it'll be held in Toronto. I will be going, and I wanted to just kind of have a little bit of a video kind of showing you what you can bring along to kind of get signed, or because there's going to be guests there. As you can see on this card, there's going to be Dick Gauthier there from G1. He's the voice of Rodimus Prime / Hot Rod. But along with that, there's a couple other voice actors there, and a slew of artists are going to be there. So from the TF world, comic books and whatnot, you can get them to draw some pictures for you, for money, of course. It's not free. But yeah, you can get them to draw pictures for you. You can get them to sign your comics. That I believe they do for free most times. But yeah, you can get these voice actors to sign your stuff. And along with these guys, especially the voice actors being in Transformers, a lot of them did a lot of other things that you might not have been aware of. So that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to point out a couple of these things that people have done other than Transformers that you may be able to grab and bring along with you. So first off, Dick Gauthier. Obviously you can tell he was Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime, but he was also Firebolt, which is kind of funny because that's also Hot Rod's Target Master. He was Ape Face, the Decepticon in G1, and he was also in G.I. Joe as Serpentor. So you can take a look at that as well. If you have a G.I. Joe Serpentor figure in the package, bring that along and get them to sign that. It's hard to get voice actors to sign your figures unless they're in the package. But if you still have one, get them, bring it along. I know for Dick Gauthier, I'm bringing along my, zoom out a bit here, bringing along my masterpiece Rodimus Prime, because that's something that I still have mint in the package, and I was gonna open it and do a review on it, but sorry about that, guys. If I'm gonna get it signed by the voice actor, it's gonna stay all sealed up. It's a cool figure. I really like it. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to try and find one that's open if I'm going to do a review on it now. Back to voice actors here. We've got Jack Angel coming. And Jack Angel did a ton of voices in the G1 show. So I'll just run through them here real quick. Ultra Magnus, to start off. Like, not bad, right? Ultra Magnus. Arcana, a Target Master. Astro Train. Breakdown. Ramjet. Sentinel Prime. And that's a weird one because you don't really think about that, because when you say Sentinel Prime, if you're a new fan, you think obviously the movie, which Sentinel Prime was voiced by Leonard Nimoy. And if you're thinking a little bit further back, you're thinking animated. And I don't remember who voiced him in animated, but there was a Sentinel Prime in G1, and he was voiced by Jack Angel. Smokescreen. Jack Angel voiced Smokescreen. And last but not least, he voiced Cyclonus. So that leads me into the second thing that I want to bring. And if you've got this, bring it along. This is really cool. The Rodimus and Cyclonus Battle in Space versus pack. Now, obviously, I opened mine up because I did a review on it a while back. but I'm bringing along the package, and hopefully I can get both Jack Angel to sign around the Cyclonus picture and Dick Gauthier to sign around the Hot Rod picture, and that'll make this package even more cool. And then I'll probably put the figures back in there, secure them up, and put everything away again. But no, that's just awesome. So I'll get them to sign that. That'll be wicked. Throw that away. Now, Jack Angel, other than doing Transformers in G1, he was known for doing a couple other things outside of Transformers. He was the voice of Chunk in Toy Story 3. Now that's super cool. And if you're lucky, you can probably still find a Chunk figure out on the shelf somewhere, like in a Walmart or whatnot. Maybe a Toys R Us. He was Wetsuit in G.I. Joe. So you might get a Serpentor and a Wetsuit figure and bring them in to get signed. And he was King Zarkon in Voltron. That would be a hard figure to find if you still have one in package. But that was voiced by Jack Angel. Now, the last voice actor to come to TFcon this year is Venus Terzo, and I'm fairly certain I'm saying that name wrong. But she's known for for doing the voice of Black Arachnia in Beast Wars and Beast Machines. Now, myself being an older fan, I never actually got into Beast Wars or Beast Machines, so I don't have any Black Arachnia stuff, and so I'm not going to know her very, very well. But I actually do know her from her other work. She actually did the role of Jean Grey in X-Men Evolution and Iron Man Armored Adventures. She played Jean Grey in both of those shows. It's interesting to know that she played Jean Grey in Iron Man. Cool, huh? Oh, wait, there's one more. There's one more voice actor. It was just announced. We've got Marilyn Lightstone coming to TFcon this year. And Marilyn Lightstone is not a Transformers voice actor. She's GoBots. And she did the voice of Crasher and Pathfinder from the GoBots cartoon. Now, we may not really know Marilyn Lightstone, but she's a veteran from Canadian television. She's been on the show Littlest Hobo, Danger Bay, and she's even done Anna Green Gables and Road to Avonlea. She was actually Miss Muriel Stacy on Road to Avonlea and Anna Green Gables. So any of you, with your wives out there who are really into, that Road to Avonlea stuff, Miss Muriel Stacy is coming to TFcon. Can you believe it? Holy crap. But as far as her voice acting work goes, she was Miss Martha Wilson on Dennis the Menace. So she was Mr. Wilson's wife. And she was actually part of the cult classic Heavy Metal movie, where she did the voice of the whore in the Harry Canyon segment, and the voice of Queen in the Den segment. So she's quite an accomplished voice actress. And another one that stuck out to me was she did a voice on Inspector Gadget, but I didn't recognize who, so it was probably just an additional voice. But she's no slouch. She's been around in the voice acting world. I'm very excited to meet her at TFcon. I'm sure my wife's going to have me get her autograph on some Anna Green Gables crap that she's got kicking around here. So that'll be fun. So that's it for the voice actors. Some very cool stuff that's coming into that's going to be available to get signed at TFcon as far as voice actors go. So know that going into to what you're going to bring to TFcon. Now, the stuff that I am really excited about is the comic book guys. They are, they're bringing a lot of their stuff to get signed. They're going to do a lot of their drawing there, and we've got a really good core of comic book creators coming to TFcon this year. First up, we've got James Roberts, who is the writer of More Than Meets the Eye. And this year, More Than Meets the Eye has just been a runaway success. Now, he has been known for More Than Meets the Eye, obviously, but you may not know that he also teamed with Nick Roche to co-write the last 4 issues of Last Stand of the Wreckers. So if you're a fan of that, you might get him to sign one of those. So he didn't write number 1, but he wrote 2, 3, 4, and 5. He also wrote Spotlight, Hoist, Trail Cutter, and Orion Pax. But he did also do a lot of a few of the last ongoing of the Transformers series as well. So it's always good to get the writer in there as well. You can always talk to the writers as well. I always like getting their opinion on what they did in the story, and why they went that way. And maybe you can try and get a little bit out of them as what's coming up, but usually not. They're usually pretty good about it. Next on the list is Casey Collier. He is a very, very talented artist, and for whatever reason, he's not getting regular work in the Transformer art industry. He's done a ton of covers, but he doesn't seem to do the insides of the book, so he doesn't do the pages, but he does the covers like you wouldn't believe. He's done the majority of covers for Robots in Disguise. He did a ton of covers for All Hail Megatron. Here he is on the cover of the most recent Robots in Disguise book. And that's a gorgeous cover. That is an absolutely gorgeous cover. He did Spotlight Blur, and that is one of my favorite Spotlights. That is a fantastic book. Obviously, it makes it look like a magazine. He did Spotlight Drift. Great looking book. And this has got to be one of my favorite covers from All Hail Megatron. My favorite book, easily, because it has the battle between Devastator and Omega Supreme. But definitely a really cool cover, so I'm going to get him to sign that for sure. But yeah, definitely you can get Casey Collier to do some of that stuff. The easiest way to find out if the artist is the one who did the cover is you look at the IDW book here, and you look on the side, and there he is there. Cover by Casey Collier. Now, some of the older books have the UPC on the back, so you might have to take them out of your bag. A little bit more work there. Next on our list is a name I'm never going to pronounce right. Is Levo Ramondelli, and he has done some really cool covers, and his style is very unique. You can totally tell what he's done just by looking at the cover. Now here he is on Monstrosity number 1, and this is cover C, the Dinobot cover, and it's a fantastic looking cover, and it's a really cool looking piece. I got him here on Transformers Ongoing number 24, 26, 28, 30, and he also did the cover for Spotlight Trail Cover. Very, very interesting style he has, but incredibly unique. You can totally tell what he's done. Lastly, as far as artists go, full-on artists, we have Alex Milne. And Alex has been working on the books for a while. Obviously, here's a book he did, Transformers Animated, number 1. And this is interesting because he only did this one. But I'm going to get him to sign that, obviously. Here's a really cool cover he did, Transformers Ongoing, number 22. You can see up at the top here, he was written by James Roberts. It's 23, obviously him and Roberts again. And this one here, I really like this cover. I believe this character, I should have looked at it before I recorded the video. I believe his name is Tarn. And Alex designed this character. He made it up. And you may not think, well, why are you getting him to sign issue number 7 of a series? What's so special about it? It's because the character that he created is on the cover. So that's why I'm getting him to sign it. It's really cool to have a character that you create be on the front of a cover or be on the front of a comic. So that's really cool. And he's a badass character. If you've been reading this book, this character is not someone you want to have mess with you. Spotlight Cup. He did that one as well. And the last two here, this is Spotlight RC and Transformers Megatron Origins. These ones here I took last year, and as you can see down here at the bottom, they've been signed by Josh Perez. There you go. So Josh Perez is also going to be at TFcon this year, and he is a colorist / artist. So Alex Milne and Josh Perez team up a lot through the research I've done, and a lot of the books that I found that Josh Perez has worked on, Alex Milne has worked on as well. So Josh Perez has done a lot of the stuff on his as well. He did the coloring on All Hail Megatron #1, the animated #1 that I showed you. He did that one as well. Here it is here. So this is a Josh Perez book. The spotlights that I pointed out, he did those. He did a slew of More Than Meets the Eyes. He even did some Energon books back in the day. So Josh Perez is no newbie to Transformers books here. He did Energon's 23 to 29. So he even got into Transformers books before Alex Milne did. Alex didn't get into Energon until 26. So that's really cool. I'm gonna get some books signed by some artists. Now the only fear is that you walk up to the artist alley and you say, "Hi, Mr. Milne. Can you sign my pile of books?" And you slap them down on the table, and they get really annoyed because they don't want to sign that many books. So maybe pick and choose what you want them to sign. Obviously, these aren't all for one guy, so hopefully I can get them all signed. But if they don't want to sign them all, they don't want to sign them all. These are busy guys, you know. They're going to be doing commissions while they're there, and if they don't want to do them, they don't want to do them. I'm hoping to get a couple covers created for some sketch covers done while I'm there, and if they don't want to do them, they don't want to do them. That's fine. But don't be put off if they don't want to do them. So I mentioned the sketch covers for a reason. This past year, since last TFcon actually, Marvel has come out with their new their Marvel Now crap, and a lot of their books are junk. But you know, each #1 issue has a sketch cover, and this is, you know, do at your own risk kind of thing. But last year, I brought a sketch cover from Marvel to TFcon to see if an artist would draw on it. Now, it worked out for me. Now, with all the covers that are available, I don't know how many artists that are there this year would want to draw on a comic book cover. But this is what I got drawn on last year. This was done by Matt Moylan from Little Formers fame, and obviously it's not Transformers at all. This is Avengers, and this is just awesome. But if you've got an artist who's familiar with drawing Transformers, and you ask him to draw a superhero like Spider-Man or Wolverine or Captain America, they may not want to do that. So bring that. If you want to bring a sketch cover, do it at your own risk. That they may turn you down, but know that if they do it, they could be expensive. This cover here would have been $20 if I just wanted it black and white, but because I wanted it color, it cost me $40. So these are not cheap, but I don't regret it. This is awesome. Anyway, if you have any questions about something that you might want to bring to TFcon, just ask me. I mean, I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I did do some research on what these guests have done before, and I mean, heck, Dick Gautier was even on Murder, She Wrote back in the 80s. So if your grandma's got a VHS copy of an early, I think it was the second episode of Murder, She Wrote, something about the birds, but if you've got that, bring it in, get him to sign it. He was in that. So these guys have done stuff outside of Transformers, and it's always cool to see people with interests outside of Transformers do a little bit of research and get them to bring that stuff in and get them to sign it. It's really neat to see them extend themselves that kind of way. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Twitter, please do so. Just search Cybertron Beast on Twitter. You can check out my Facebook page just by looking up Cybertronian Beast on Facebook. And subscribe to my YouTube page. That's where you'll get all of my latest Transformer reviews sent to you directly via email, and you won't miss out on anything. There have already been a number of people that have subscribed, and I am deeply, deeply grateful for those people. You have no idea how much it means to me to know that you appreciate the work that I do. Definitely let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys at TFcon. This has been Cybertronian Beast, and I'll talk to you later.